Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and host French President Emmanuel Macron pose with allied officials at a gathering on Ukraine's future. Over nearly 4 years of war, there have been many group photos like this one. But here in Paris, Kyiv and its allies say they've made especially big progress. During this summit, they've worked out how to protect Ukraine from further aggression once a ceasefire with Russia's in place. Among these are a U.S.-led ceasefire monitoring system.
President of the French Republic.
The UK and France have agreed to send troops to Ukraine after any peace deal, and Germany and Spain might do the same. Macron said the gathering was a success.
This meeting today has had significant progress, which is reflected by the Paris Declaration for robust security guarantees for a solid and lasting peace. This declaration of the Coalition of the Willing recognizes, for the first time, an operational convergence among the 35 countries that comprise the Coalition of the Willing, Ukraine, and the United States of America to build robust security guarantees.
The meeting comes at a delicate time in the coalition behind Ukraine, with the U.S. Trump administration demanding Greenland from NATO ally Denmark and the recent U.S. strike on Venezuela. Both show a growing focus in Washington on the Western Hemisphere. But U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff says U.S. President Trump is serious about peace for Ukraine.
The president does not back down from his commitments. He is strong for the country of Ukraine and for a peace deal. And we will be there for the Ukrainians in helping them to get to that final peace. And we're confident we will get there.
On paper, then, much of what a post-ceasefire Ukraine would look like is settled. But problems remain. For one, there is no ceasefire. And Russia said any foreign troops in Ukraine would be legitimate targets. In fact, Moscow's given no sign it will accept the sorts of security guarantees Ukraine's allies are talking about. Then there's the question of land. Russia occupies about a fifth of Ukraine, but Ukraine is refusing Russian demands to give up territory. Zelensky says solving this issue is key.
The biggest remaining issue that still needs work is the territorial question. We discussed some ideas that could help. If the teams are unable to resolve certain issues, this can be escalated to the level of leaders.
And so, alongside optimism and talk of progress, there was sober acknowledgement that the war grinds on.
It's important that we're starting the year like this. European and American allies, side by side with President Zelensky, standing for peace. And we are closer to that goal than ever. But of course, the hardest yards are still ahead.
Meaning this won't be the last step in ending what's become Europe's most destructive war in generations. Scott Huang and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.